What's up, yo? Welcome back to the channel, Breaking Bad, Season 5, Episode number 16.
I beat you.
We are at the series finale.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, this journey...
I made it! I made it!
This journey has been absolutely insane. I mean, this has been crazy. I had semi-expectations going into Breaking Bad, but I didn't have, like, this is going to be one of my top 2 favorite shows of all time expectations.
No, not at all.
I really did not know what to expect, and here we are. We still have 1 episode to go. The finale of arguably the greatest show ever. I'm kind of speechless, because, again, we came off of an absolutely wild episode. Another tragic moment happened. And I have my brain farts here and there at the end of the episodes when we're recapping things. I'm not writing down like a script or anything post-show. And I just got so caught up with everything that happened with Walt and the fact that we were only 1 episode away from finishing the show that we forgot to address Jesse and Andrea. Because, holy shit, that was an absolute tragic moment.
He's just trying to get away, and then as a result, they kill Andrea.
And just his reaction. Like, he's bleeding, he's smashing his head against the window, he
literally just wants to die now.
Like,
he's seen everything.
He's lost everyone.
Jane, it's like, fuck, man, literally everything.
Yeah, I mean, he has been through a lot, and he has clearly not built for that world. Like, it just really is brutal, because, like, Andrea was a completely innocent person. I mean, obviously she had her problems, but she was going through rehab, and like,
she was doing better.
She was on the right track. She was raising her son, and just because she had a relationship with Jesse, and Jesse was just trying to escape because he didn't want to live like a fucking caged animal anymore and being forced to cook for these people, they ended up, and the way Todd, like, Todd is so creepy.
He's
the way, like,
creepy.
He is like an insane, polite dude, but he will just fucking kill whoever. Like, it doesn't even matter. And, like, the way he, like, looked in the house, he's like, is Brock around? No, all right. He's like, sorry, this isn't personal. Boom. Zero hesitation. Just absolutely insane. So, when that happened, we got our time jump into where Walt was months later. Where is Jesse? What happened to Brock? What is going on? Where is your brain at in terms of where they are? Do you think Jesse's still cooking for the Nazis? Like, what do you think?
He's probably being tortured and having to cook, and it's just like, I go back to the desert, and I wish that Walt said nothing and let Jesse just...
It could have been his opportunity to put things right, regardless of what his feelings and emotions were with Jesse at that moment. The two of them obviously had an insanely up and down relationship, and that could have been the moment. Like,
I mean, if he cared so much about Jesse...
I mean, I think that went out the window.
I know the betrayal. I understand. I get the betrayal, but he's still a human.
Right. I
mean,
mean,
still a person.
That went completely...
He still cared for him at one point.
Yeah, he loved him. He basically, when he was
like
high...
a son.
When he was high on his drugs, he called Walt Jr. Jesse. Like,
yeah.
There was a deep relationship there, but that was so far out the window. Once he got Hank involved, and then, like, he betrayed him, and then he probably blames Jesse for Hank being killed in that situation because of how that all played out.
But this all leads back to Walt, regardless.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, it really does.
It was Walt's idea to start. I mean, I know
he blackmailed Jesse at the very beginning.
He saw Jesse, like, being involved with it, but Jesse was just like
he was a street
amateur.
Dealer. He was a street dealer.
Yeah, but it was Walt's idea to start all this shit.
So I'm fascinated to see what Jesse looks like in this jump. I'm going to assume that we're going to see him, because when Walt was sitting at the bar, not only did the gray matter shit piss him off, which I fully understand, which we'll talk about in a second.
Yeah.
But the idea that the blue meth is still floating around, I can only imagine Walt assumes that Jesse is the one cooking for them. Mm-hmm. Like, he's the one doing it.
Right. He's the one who knows how to use it.
Which makes me wonder if Jesse's going to be one of the guys that he goes and tries to visit. Because the moment the cleaner, Ed, picked him up, he was trying to plot with Saul about assassinating those dudes. He wanted to build the team to go kill them for getting revenge on Hank. So that's very fascinating. I hope Brock's okay. Hopefully Jesse's
I don't think you can
still
be okay. You don't have any parents, basically. He still has his grandma, though, right?
I don't know. I assume, who knows how much time has passed and what's going on there. But I hope Jesse hasn't been living in that cage this whole time. I'm going to assume that he has been. But one interesting thing, while Walt was sitting at the bar, was the whole Gretchen and Elliot, they were doing an interview because they're basically trying to save their business because Walt is a co-founder of their company. And I could totally understand Walt's emotion with that. Right. It makes total sense. And especially with him, and he's historically always had a massive ego when it comes to the stuff that he is responsible for, his life work. He is very protective of it, as he should be. He's a very smart and successful dude who never got his props, especially in that world.
Yeah.
But looking at it from Gray Matter's perspective, they have to do that. They have to, if they want their business to survive, it's a business decision to throw Walt under the bus as hard as you can.
Right.
Because if you don't do that, then basically you're in agreement with everything this guy has done. Mm-hmm. Regardless of what the truth is, I can only imagine, like, it was one of my comments during the episode, like, actually it might have been in the wrap-up, like, I'm fascinated with the whole trial situation.
Right.
Like, I want to know what's being said. I want to know what evidence is presented. Like,
what they're doing to Skylar.
Right. There is no way in hell that there's a 0% chance that Walt's name is not being dragged through the mud. Like, they're doing probably everything they can to build a case against this dude. Right. And the case is there. Like, it's there. But, like, if I was a business owner and I had a partner who was my best friend, but then shifted into this, like, I find out that all this crazy, like, illegal activity, like, yeah, like, that's the smart business. It's not personal. Like, despite them saying some personal stuff about Walt, it's not personal, it's business. If they want their business to continue, they have to disassociate themselves from him. That's the bottom line.
Distance as much distance as possible.
So I totally get both sides of it. I understand why Gray Matter did what they did, and I understand why Walt got mad about it, because he is responsible for a lot of what they have, and he's still really upset because of the buyout that he had to take. It was a huge missed opportunity for him of being a billionaire potentially. Mm-hmm. So get it. Totally makes sense. And Ed, I'm going to just kind of wrap this up with Ed, who is a very fascinating character.
He is.
The cleaner.
Yeah.
He is clearly, tell me if you agree, he is clearly taking extra interest in Walt because of the giant tub of money.
So, I was like, no, he's not. Well, maybe.
I mean, he wouldn't go as far as to kill Walt. Because
no, he knows he's dying.
I get the sense that he's an ethical businessman, regardless of like how illegal this activity is. He probably still has a level of morals like about all this, and he wouldn't just kill him and then take his money. He's gonna let Walt die, which is why he's gonna keep visiting him. Be like, oh, okay, he finally kicked it. I'm gonna take this.
Well, I mean, you get that impression because he said, if I die, are you going to give my money to my family? He's like, if I said yes, would that,
Would you believe me?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think his intentions are pretty interesting.
Means no, then.
Yeah, he's showing up playing cards with Walt and taking care of him
for $10,000 an hour.
Well, I think that's the flip side of it.
Yeah.
Like, he's still making a shit ton of money off of Walt. His hottest client by far is what the quote was. So, we're here. The season finale. Do you have any other thoughts?
Not right now.
I got one more question.
Oh, what's that?
So Walt bounced on the bar.
Yeah.
Where's he going? Is he going straight to the diner to have breakfast and then going into Albuquerque? You think that's what he's doing?
Well, he has to meet with the dude for the guns, right? Mm-hmm. Because that was also in the cold open.
Yeah, he met the dude in the bathroom. Asked for the manual about how to use it.
Yeah,
So
I don't know.
Is Walt gonna go try to assassinate the Nazis by himself?
Oh yeah, that's right. Because he okay. Do you think he's gonna save Jesse?
No.
Or do you think he's gonna kill Jesse?
So much time has passed, and I think he's probably very upset about the blue. If he's still,
I don't think he had, but Jesse didn't have a choice.
Does that matter to Walt?
No.
I don't think it's going to. I don't know. He's a very hard character to read because there are moments where he was literally dying. He was dying. And then he hears this shit on the TV and like something friggin' awoke in him.
The Heisenberg.
Like he like resurrected Heisenberg and was just like he had the look, he had the pep, like he had the like the focus and the motivation, and like this dude is a scary motherfucker.
Did he take his package with him?
I
Did
hope
he leave it?
He's very protective of that money. I'm pretty sure he took it with him. I would have to imagine.
Just thinking.
It's $100,000. I think he took it with him. Yeah. But I have a feeling, outside of what we've seen in the cold opens, I think the first place he actually is going to go visit is probably the Nazi dudes. If he doesn't go see.
So buy a bunch of guns.
Just buy one really big gun.
Yeah, and then go kill them.
I think that's his first objective. I don't know the way Walt
steal his money back.
The way Walt Jr. reacted.
Yeah.
The way Walt. Well, there might be more because they've been cooking.
That's true.
So
sorry. Yep, you're absolutely right.
There might even be more money. But the way Walt Jr. reacted, I don't know if Skyler's going to be his first visit because he has.
He wants to die already.
Right, but as he said, he has business to handle, and I think the business is going to be the Nazi dudes.
Okay.
So, I'm fascinated. Can't wait. You ready to check out the finale? The series finale!
This is it. This is it.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Yo.
Do you know how to wire a car?
No.
Uh-oh.
They can't see him, though.
Just get me home. I'll do the rest.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Tonight nothing's worse than this pain in my heart. And at last here I am on the hill.
What in the fuck?
Got that look in his eye.
Yep.
It's amazing what a sick... Like, the dude's dying, but he has something to live for. And look how motivated he is.
Yeah, really, right? I'm so terrified.
Does Walt make it out of this episode?
I have so much anxiety.
Does Walt make it out of this episode?
I don't fucking know, man.
I say he finally dies. I think the cancer finally just consumes him.
This is David Lynn from the New York Times. What we'd really love to get is a photo of Mr. and Mrs. Schwartz to go along with the article. When are they scheduled to get home?
Oh, shit.
Oh, so they'll be home tonight. Gotcha.
Is that the first people he's gonna go visit? Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Is the time bomb about to explode?
Right.
What the fuck would you do if this dude walked
How do
into
you
your
not
house?
hear that shit?
They're just not expecting it or paying attention. I think I would legitimately, like, shit my pants and then attack him.
Wine and then...
Hello, Gretchen.
Yikes.
Elliot.
What are you doing here?
I saw you on Charlie Rose. You look great. Actually, I'm here to give you something. That is $9,720,000. I earned it, and you're going to give it to my children.
What? Why?
I don't think
On my son's 18th birthday, you will give him this money in the form of an irrevocable trust. My children are blameless victims of their monstrous father, a man who you once knew quite well.
So they're going to open the trust.
Mm-hmm.
And it has nothing to do with Walt, so that the government can't take their money.
Don't move, don't dare move a muscle.
What the fuck?
I had an extra $200,000 that I would have loved dearly to leave on top of this table. I gave it to the two best hitmen west of the Mississippi.
Oh, shit.
Whatever happens to me tomorrow, they'll still be out there, keeping tabs. And if my children do not get this money, maybe a day or so later, maybe a week, a year, and then suddenly you'll hear the scrape of a footstep behind you. But before you can even turn around... Darkness.
Wow.
Dude,
He's a
he's...
scary
yeah.
motherfucker.
This is where you get to make it right.
Motivation. It's a hell of a motivation right there. Holy shit. So I'm getting the vibe that Walt's going to do everything in his power to tie up all of his loose ends. Do everything to kind of accomplish all of his goals. With the first one being his kids getting the money. Fucking
What?
Seriously?
Is that...
Skinny Pete and Badger?
Oh, wow.
He just wanted to put the fear in them.
What's this I hear about blue meth still being out there?
It's you, right? I mean, aren't you still cooking?
We were sure it was you, because that shit is choice, yo.
Jesse.
Seriously? You said you moved to Alaska. That's what I heard.
He's kind of, you know...
Tied up.
Yeah. You know, he lives in a cage now, as far as we last saw him. Oh, is he making the... Remember that story from woodshop class when he was in rehab?
Yeah. He's having a dream.
Yeah, there's no way those dudes would do that.
Oh, God.
There's no way they were going to let him have workshop out. Oh, jeez.
He looks awful. Jesse.
Shit, dude. Alright, cold open.
Oh, what happened there?
Shit. And there's making the rice in.
Who's he gonna use that on?
I don't know, man.
It's easy money till we catch you. Why don't you say the word and I'll take you on a ride along. You can watch us knock down a meth lab. Get a little excitement in your life.
Someday.
Dang. All started with that.
Chamomile tea with some milk, please.
Oh, God.
Corn flour.
Whoa, shit.
Before you say or do anything, just hit me up.
I didn't even notice him back there.
You didn't?
No. I was so focused on Todd's creepy face.
Oh, God, no, I saw him. Like, what the fuck is he gonna do?
I have a new method that requires no methylamine, and it will keep you in business.
I think Jack should hear this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can come up there tonight and talk to him.
This is his plan to get in.
This is a win-win situation.
Oh, ricin. Oh, my God.
Yep. He's tying up every loose end. Holy shit, this guy.
Yeah.
How did he get it in there?
I don't know.
I gotta go back and watch that shit slow-mo.
How? They just showed up at the restaurant. It was there in the back. The fuck is he doing? Is this a bomb?
He's practicing. He's like preparing for war.
Oh, this is like, he's just gonna like spray bullets or some shit.
Shit, dude. Oh shit.
Wow.
You look terrible.
But I feel good.
When I still had that house, 3 men came in the middle of the night wearing masks. They told me not to talk about that woman I saw at the car wash, and if you're in custody and they find out...
They're not coming back. Not after tonight.
What's tonight?
All I have to give you is this. Call the DEA once I leave. Tell them I was here.
That's where Hank is buried.
And that I gave you that ticket. Those numbers are GPS coordinates. A burial site. That's where they'll find Hank and Steve Gomez.
Fuck, dude.
It's where I buried our money. Now you trade that for a deal with the prosecutor. Get yourself out of this.
Oh my god.
All the things that I did, you need to understand.
I have to hear one more time that you did this for the family.
I did it for me.
Wow.
I liked it. I was good at it. I was alive.
Wow.
Being honest. For once.
Before I go, may I see her?
Baby girl.
At least he got to see his family one more time.
Yeah.
Regardless of everything that has happened.
Right.
What the fuck does he have up his sleeves?
I don't know.
Where to?
It's the clubhouse. No, just straight in, man. Just... What... Alright, fine. Yeah, whatever.
Does he have the shit set up in the trunk to point
right.
out?
Can we talk business?
I don't think so, no. The thing is, we're not really in the market.
You really shouldn't have come back, Mr. White.
Wait, Jack. Jack, look, you owe me. Come on.
I owe you what for?
Jesse Pinkman, you promised that you would kill him. Instead, all right, you partnered with him. You're his partner now.
No, that's what you stop.
He's cooking for you. What, are you gonna lie?
What, you think I'd partner with a rat? Go get him, bring him here.
Oh shit.
Jack.
No. This one here?
What is Jesse gonna do? Does he even have anything left in him in terms of an emotion?
Right?
Oh my god, these two look like fucking hell.
This is my partner. Hard-working, good partner. 50-50 partner.
Holy shit! Oh man!
Wow.
shit.
Wow.
That shit worked perfectly. And he saved Jesse.
But Todd's still alive.
Mr. White.
Fuck yeah, Jesse, let's go. Holy shit, dude. Shoot that motherfucker in the head.
You want your money, right? You wanna know where it is? You pull that trigger, you never.
Fuck yeah. Let's go. It's not you, dude.
Say the worst. Say you want this. Nothing happens until I hear you say it.
I want this.
He got hit.
Then do it yourself.
Fuck, dude. Oh my god.
Pick up the phone.
Oh shit, she's dying.
Is he gone?
Yeah, it's done. It's Walt. How are you feeling? Kind of under the weather? Like you've got the flu? That would be the ricin I gave you. I slipped it into that stevia crap that you're always putting in your tea. Goodbye, Lydia.
Oh my god.
Poor Jesse.
Oh shit.
The cops are on the way.
Guess I got what I deserve. Didn't know you think that I forget love I had for you.
Wow.
All the days became so long.
Just like in Crawl Space.
Oh yeah. Literally.
When I let you go, thought you'd realize I would know. I will show in the blue.
Wow. I know, right? That was so fucking good. That was so good.
I'm like really sad.
Why?
It's over.
Oh yeah, that.
The show is over. That.
I mean, if you're gonna go out, that's a way to go out.
There was nothing wrong with that at all.
Wow.
Of all of our favorite shows, none of them wrapped up well.
No, they never wrapped up with the person going out the way they, like, planned, I guess.
That was perfect.
Well, like, if he didn't get hit with shrapnel...
I think he would have... I think he would have I think he had an exit strategy planned.
You think so?
Yeah. He wasn't... I had to get the vibe that he was ready to go.
Yeah.
Everything that he wanted to accomplish, he accomplished. Everything he set out to do was done.
Yeah.
He wanted to kill Lydia. She's gonna die. Jesse is off and free. His family is financially gonna be fine. Walt,
I just feel
Junior, Skylar, and Holly. He killed all the Nazis, that shit was unbelievable.
Perfect. That was so perfect. But I just worry about Jesse's life and how do you...
Don't worry about Jesse. He's gonna be... He's
alive.
He just rode off into the sunset.
Well, no, I just, you think about like, okay, well, how do you get a regular job? How do you function as a normal person or as a member of society now?
Drive to the other side of the country and just start all over and hire a really good psychologist.
Right.
Jeez. What a fucking journey.
No kidding.
Holy shit.
When did we start this show?
I don't know. I gotta look that up. But...
Damn!
That was...
When you first start a show, you're like, damn, all these episodes, this is so daunting. But then you're like, damn, last episode.
Yeah, it felt like it went pretty quick. But...
I do too. And now all of a sudden I'm like, what do you mean? We just like started a month ago.
Yeah. I mean, alright. So this is all over. What is your opinion of Walt? Where are you now?
I'm glad that he righted some wrongs, but he still had that real big shitty side of him.
What did you think about him admitting that he did it all for himself?
It's about damn time that he was telling the truth.
I think that
I don't like him at all. This doesn't make me love him and be like, oh, I wish he didn't die, because you're a really bad person. A lot of bad things happened as a result of your actions.
Mm-hmm. There's no question about that.
There was no...
the domino effect from all of this starting, and I think it was kind of funny and interesting that they showed, of all like the callbacks and like flashbacks they showed the actual moment where Hank offered to take him on a ride along, because that's really where it all started.
Right.
Like, Hank taking him on that little journey kind of sparked that in him.
But there was no... if you're going to consider that a redemption arc, that's not long enough of a redemption.
I don't know if this show...
There's no redeeming him for me.
I get the vibe that this show didn't follow normal storytelling.
No.
I don't know if redemption was the plan, because I've gone back and forth on him a lot throughout this whole journey. I mean, this last season, he was completely despicable. Like, he was at the height of being just a total piece of shit.
Asshole.
Like, just Heisenberg full effect. The guy that we knew as Walter White was basically gone.
Mr. Empire.
Exactly. So, like, season 5, like, this last season really took him to a new level. And then as he was getting sicker and shit started falling apart, I started to feel a shift. But then they'd hit us with, like, a little something to be like, nope, it's still there. He still hasn't completely accepted the idea of just, like, letting it just go away. Mm-hmm. Like, he couldn't just let it go away because of what we ended up seeing in this finale.
Yeah, but that tone, you remember the tone of voice that he has when he gets all pissed off? Like, you will do what I say.
Yeah. I mean...
Yelling through his teeth, basically. Like, that shit is just like, oh, nope, there's the asshole. There he is.
I mean,
alive and well.
Through the full journey of this episode, I am 100% going to put him in the same category as some of the best bad guys in the history of everything.
Yeah, he was really good at being a bad guy.
And
his character was awesome.
And when I think about that, my brain immediately goes to Darth Vader. Thanos is up there for me now. And I'm going to put Walter White. I think Walter White is in my Mount Rushmore.
Negan?
Yeah, I mean, it's a list that I really got to think about, but I mean, Walter White is easily one of the best characters that I have ever watched in any show or any movie or anything ever. Just his roller coaster, just ups and downs of who he is as a person and shifting between drug lord and trying to be family man and this and that. Like, the journey was absolutely insane. And, you know, we were obviously really hard on him, but it primarily comes down, of course, but like, I would have had a different opinion of him prior to being a parent. Like,
yeah.
The 26-year-old version of me would have viewed Walter White in a very different light than the 38 parent version of me.
Correct.
Like,
yeah.
his actions and like his stuff was unforgivable. Like, the things that he did, and especially considering that he kind of solidified the fact that it wasn't all for his family. Like, even though he ended up leaving all the money, and I don't know if he just said that to Skylar just to make her feel better about it, or if that's really what he believed, but that totally makes sense to me, because the whole gray matter situation, the fact that he was checking the stock every single day is just torture. Like, going back and looking at your biggest regret every single morning as like the first thing that you do in your day is torture.
Setting yourself up for a horrible day every single day.
Exactly. And just the fact that he's probably one of the smartest dudes in the entire world, teaching high school chemistry and working at a car wash. Like, I totally understand why he would feel alive and thrive in a situation that he was in, being a cook, because he was important. He was the best at what he did. He was respected. Mm-hmm. He was feared, and he was making the money that he felt that he deserved. It's gray matter and his Heisenberg Empire, his two greatest life works, and the fact that the gray matter thing didn't work out, and that he was able to accomplish all, as a drug lord, he's probably would go down as the greatest drug lord in the history of drug lords. Like, his blue stuff would probably be something that drug cooks and meth cooks would probably want to recreate for the rest of history of time, that shit existed. He was the top dog. Once he got to that point, he rose through the ranks and became the top guy. So I totally understand the mentality of I felt alive. It's like, it kind of takes me to the moment in Rounders where he's talking to his girlfriend, mm-hmm. and he's like, after he lost his whole bankroll, everything, and
spoiler alert.
And then this movie's been out forever, and then sits back at the table, and he's like, I felt alive for the first time. And she's like, you felt alive for the first time at a poker game. And it's like, that's a hard thing to understand. Well, but it makes sense. Like, the rush, the adrenaline, the value that you are providing, and just being important.
Well, I mean, that's like when you say, oh, that was the best day of my life. Wait a minute. The day we got married, the day we had the first child, and the day we had the second child, and this is the best day of your life? Fuck you. No.
Giants beating the Super Bowl in Arizona.
You're a dick.
Let's go.
What year was that?
I'm really bad at remembering years. 2010? Yeah.
9?
Around there? Yeah, 2009, 2010, something around there. I'm terrible at remembering years.
Just saying.
Being there live, watching that, yeah.
You're a jerk.
Yeah. Greatest day of my life, non-family related. But yeah, I mean, we've had some really heated discussions about Walt. He's still, regardless of how this went down, he had moments of being a good, great dude, and he had moments of being the biggest piece of shit in the history of anything. And all the way in between.
Yep.
And just all the shit that went down. We got to a point where we were joking about it, but that dude was responsible for a lot of people dying.
Yep.
like whether he was directly or indirectly responsible for stuff, like his actions pushed things into motion that caused so much harm to a lot of people.
Yes.
I mean, his actions caused 2 planes to crash into each other. I know. Like, how insane is that? And
all
like
those innocent people.
Like, regardless of what you want to say, like, Jane was scheduled to go to rehab the next morning. Yes, they were probably going to run away, but like the fact that he let her die in that moment caused a ripple effect to her dad to do what he did, and then to have a poor performance at work, which then caused the planes to crash. Like, the domino, like, he didn't directly have anything to do with it, but his action could have prevented it.
Yeah.
Like, all he had to do was just push Jane back over, hope that she got through the night, which would have been out of his control because he did his part. And then, like, if they just took off, I don't think her dad would have been in complete, like, distraught mess.
No, because she would still be alive and he wouldn't know about it.
Right. So,
Well,
like,
I mean, and then they would have probably eventually died.
Right.
Which would still technically be Walt's fault because he got them, you know,
I mean,
he got Jesse all that money from doing meth because it was Walt's idea to start cooking the meth.
Yeah, I mean,
technically.
This, like, the trail
If you want to get details.
Yeah, I mean, the trail goes real deep into, like, all the different things that, like, I would love to see a diagram of, like, Walt here, then, like, all these tree branches going off.
You have a flow chart. A flow chart. It all starts with Walt in the middle, and it's like, Jane, yes, no,
I mean,
and then the results of those. And
I mean,
this, yeah.
The idea that, like, you could ultimately, like, put it on Hank is kind of fun. Like, ultimately, like,
Hank or Walt?
Hank. Him getting him interested, telling him how much money that these dudes could make.
That's true, too.
You know?
It's all Hank's fault.
But yeah, like, it is...
Because if we're going to talk about how, like, you know, if Jane and Jesse, like, ran away with the money and got high a bunch and, like, ended up dying, technically, if you want to get real detailed, it could be Hank's fault.
I mean, that's where it all started, but I like Hank more than I like Walt, so I'm going to blame Walt.
Okay.
He's the star of the show. He deserves more heat. The show is called Breaking Bad. The show is about Walter White. He broke bad. He's the master lord of the drug cartel now.
Empire.
He's the star of the show. He gets more heat. It just comes with the territory. Like,
Screw that.
Like, maybe the assistant coach gets fired first, but, like, the head coach is the one who's going to take all the heat. Like, if you're the top dog and the show's about you, it's your show, you're going to get all the heat. Consider it a form of respect, because no one else deserves the ranting that I applied to Walt. Nothing else, no one else got me as fired up as him, because he's such a phenomenal character, and this was such a fantastic show.
I agree.
So, we're going to let this digest. Obviously, this is fresh. So this is going to be kind of like a Breaking Bad type of week. So this video, you're obviously watching it. We are going to have a Breaking Bad rap party. So keep your eyes...
We're having a party?
We're having a party. Rap party. So now that we've wrapped up the show, we are going to find a time. We're going to have a nice little live stream discussion. We're going to air all of our grievances out. We're going to chat. We're going to talk. We're going to break this show down. We're going to just talk about it. But yeah, just keep your eyes open. We'll announce it. We'll let you guys know officially when it happens. You could blast, obviously, the comments here. But we want your comments on live stream day so we could just chat and talk about it as well. Yeah. Do you have any other thoughts?
No.
Do you have a final list of emojis for the series finale?
Just one.
Just one?
A blue heart.
A big blue heart.
Obviously, you can't do a big blue heart.
I can.
Just do a bunch of blue hearts. I want blue hearts throughout the entire comment section.
There you go.
Screw all the other comments, just all blue hearts. I'm just kidding. You can leave comment, whatever, but just a bunch of blue hearts.
All right, there you go, y'all.
That's where we started.
Yep.
That's where we end.
The final emoji for the... Wow. Wow. I still can't get over that we're done.
We're done. Donezo.
Wow.
Don't have to worry about any spoilers now.
Nope, and we could find out what this movie's all about.
There's a movie?
There's a Breaking Bad movie.
Solid.
No idea what it's about, if it's a prequel or if it's post. Like, obviously it can't be, if it's a post, then it can't be about Walt, because Walt's dead.
Yeah.
Which I was right, by the way.
What?
I predicted that he was going to die.
You think? Oh, I see. I thought he was just going to make a run for it.
No, that would have been a terrible ending if he just ran away.
Until he got in with the meth equipment, and then I thought that because with the mask and stuff, I thought, oh, he's just going to poison himself.
Yeah, I mean, I had a feeling, like, I think he would have found a way out if he wasn't shot with whatever he got shot with.
Do you think he would have just let the cops pick him up?
Maybe. Who knows?
Because then he would have like blamed it on himself and then let Skylar off the hook.
I mean, what he did, he tied up all his loose ends. Skylar should be good to go because
you think so?
Yeah, she's gonna make a deal. Like she's like, I'll give you Hank and Gomi as long as I'm done. If I'm not done, you ain't never getting this. Like,
yeah, that's true.
So like Walt's plan, like he was dead. He was dead. But he had something else to live for. He had Skylar, the money for his family, the Nazis, Lydia, and Jesse. Those were all of his loose ends that he had to tie up. Mm-hmm. He did all of it. All of his plans worked perfectly like they did friggin' all season long. He only made one hiccup, and that was when he was racing out to the desert when he got punked by Jesse and Hank.
Yep.
That's the only misstep in the whole thing.
Yep.
Well done, Walter White. Well done. You are a fucking genius. You are a smart dude. You are a really good meth cook. And you're
Thank you, everybody, for suggesting this show.
Yeah.
Y'all are fantastic.
Absolutely.
Can't wait to, hang out with you while we watch our next show.
Yes, and all of those announcements, I don't know if we've announced them all by the point of this show airing, but we'll let you know. There'll be an announcement video. Yeah, we'll let you all know what's going on with our future. We've got a lot of fun stuff hopefully planned.
But we'll talk more about this on our live stream.
Absolutely.
For Breaking Bad.
So, all right, for the last time, leave them comments down below, and we will see you guys next time. Keep your eyes open for that live stream announcement, and we will let you guys know when it's going down. And until then, yo, 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 yo. See you later.